Hello, hello. It's Adrien Stozicki again. It's now 3:05, so we're going to start this session. I'd like to thank all the people who were able to join today. So I'm going to present you this first webcast of a series of mini webcasts we're going to hold in the coming weeks. So the next webcast, as you can see, on the 5th of April, we're going to present the cloud. On the 26th of April 2017, of course, make sense of it with log analytics. And finally, on the 3rd of May, we're going to show you how to harness the power of business intelligence with visualization and dashboards. So thank you again for joining. I am Adrien Stozicki. I'm the pre-sales consultant for the enterprise management or agile operations, so all the different solutions from CA technologies to monitor your network, to monitor your application performance, to monitor your machine, your IT infrastructure. Today I'm gonna focus on CA UIM and how to consolidate your monitoring. I'd like to thank my colleague Ondřej Bolšík, who prepared this session and decided in the end that French accent in English sounds better for this webcast, so thanks to him, kudos to him. I'm going to start right away. I'm going to tell you a bit about the expectations that our customers are facing when it comes to monitoring their IT infrastructures. So it is articulated around three main challenges: ensure a superior customer experience, optimize the operational efficiency, and rapidly support new application and channels. Because, well, too often some IT executives don't understand that to ensure a superior customer experience, you need to have a reliable IT infrastructure. An application is not just an application. It's running in servers, it's running in databases, it's depending on network, on routers, on switches, and so on and so on. So many technologies that we need to monitor in the more unified way to ensure an optimized operational efficiency. Because too often I'm talking with customers and they're telling me, we've got a tool for the network, we've got a tool for the application, we've got a tool for the IT infrastructure. Sometimes we have another tool for the data center, and we're spending too much time, jumping from one tool to the other and checking too many screens and too many dashboards. And this way, we don't have enough time to rapidly support new application and channels. We don't have enough time to be proactive. So they're telling us, can you help CA Technology? Can you help us with with new objectives, with new goals, and with new challenges in the application economy? Because you're seeing it every day. We are depending more and more on applications and on the IT infrastructure, of course, for our everyday buying and for the business. So that's why CA Technologies is trying to help with a solution to face this reality. So many different technologies. You're going to have some mainframes, so big data, web services, and you end up with a hoarding of different technologies that are fragmented, and you have difficulties to understand the whole picture, and you have difficulties to be proactive and to be more agile in this new application economy. So, well, I guess you've been there. All our customers are telling us the same. They are lacking some unified view. They're using too many monitoring tools. They are lacking the single source of truth as is written on this slide, and they're spending much time. I had a call with a customer, and he was telling me, yeah, we have the IT infrastructure monitoring in a room, and then on another floor we've got the network. And when there's an incident, we don't know where it's coming the root cause. What is the root cause of the issue? And we would like to de-silo our service data to ensure a better collaboration. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have good collaboration, you end up with conflicts, and it's making your IT cost rising, and of course you won't be able to reach your SLAs. And when you're presenting then the bill to your IT executive, they might tell you that, well, there's something that is not working. Maybe you are not skilled enough. And you know yourself that the problem is not that you are not skilled enough, but when you don't have the right tools, the right crutches to be able to be proactive and to be efficient in front of these big amount of different technologies and of siloed technologies with things on premises, some things in the private cloud, and some other things in the public cloud. So in the end, it's going to impact your business. At the end of the day, us IT professionals, we need to prove that we are profitable, that we are not just another cost for the company, but we can ensure a return on investment. And that's why we are dreaming about having something unified, a unified service data that allows you to have in a dashboard information from your server performance, your storage performance, your network, big data, cloud, the application running on them, as well as the switches, and to be able to share these dashboards with your colleagues, and to be able to have like consolidated dashboard if you are using different tools, because you could have like a workload automation tool, for instance, on the side of your infrastructure monitoring tool. And that's what is doing CA Technologies with UIM. In the last year, we invested heavily in software development to help our customers taking the turn of the application economy. So we have UIM. UIM stands for Unified Infrastructure Management. And infrastructure, it's across the board, being able to have a view on the different technologies you have in your environment. And what are we trying to reach? What are we trying to achieve? We are trying to have unified view analytics to speed the problem resolution. We are trying to have a streamlined administration to reduce the cost and the complexity. So it will mean, for instance, being able to see different groups, and different dynamic groups to understand how many machines do I have in this location, how many machines do I have in this other location, where are the top alarms, where are the machines, which are the technologies that are causing the most issue, where do I need to focus my IT investment. As well, we are trying to have predictive analysis, to be proactive and resolve issues in like being able to see before the issue happens, and to be more in preparation, to be able to be proactive, to be predictive, than to be very efficient in our monitoring. As well, we need to have something that is plug-and-play architecture, something that you can quickly extend. For instance, you need to reach a different location. You're not going to spend hours and hours and hours coding and scripting to be able to extend to this new location. For instance, you're going to just install a relay hub in the new location, and it's going to connect quickly to your main hub, and you will see the new group in your unified service management in your view with all your machines in no time. As well, we need a tool that is multi-tenant, because a lot of people have outsourced their IT infrastructure monitoring. So we end up with MSPs who have many different customers, and we need to be able to give the right access to the right people for maximum security, and as well to be able to be sure that the different, for instance, customers can have access, for instance, to a single dashboard, to a single part of the solution, to see just, for instance, at a glance, if their infrastructure is up and running, and if they don't need to call their customers to tell them the bad news, that something went awry. As well, intelligent alarms, so to boost the staff productivity, being able to make some correlation of the alarms, and to have something that is, for instance, time to threshold, so something that is predictive. For instance, you're having like a hard drive in a location, and with UIM, there's a mathematical model that is going to calculate how much time before it's going to get full, and it's going to generate an alarm, and you will be notified, and the alarm can be sent automatically to the right technician in the right location to solve the issue before it even happens. So today, for this mini webcast, I'm gonna focus on two different points of the points I showed you before, on the unified view and analytics to speed the problem resolution. So how can we achieve like a single dashboard where we can see the different machines, and we have a dashboard that is up and running as fast as possible, and this way to have a streamlined administration to reduce the cost and the complexity, to understand where we need to focus our resources. And that's why I've got a small question for you. From your experience, do you see monitoring silos as an obstacle to operational efficiency, customer satisfaction, and adoption of new technologies? So my colleague is going to send you the polling questions. If you can take 1-2 seconds to answer them. Thank you. In the meantime, I'm going to take a drop of water because my mouth is running dry. Thanks. Okay, thanks everybody for voting. So we got a lot of yes, and only one not sure. Guys, please tell me. So, well, I see that we are all facing the same issues, and for the participant who is asking me if I can show him, yes, of course, I'm going to show you. It's now time for a quick demo. So just a moment, I'm going to share my environment. Here you go. This is one of the dashboards that is offered by CA-UIM. This dashboard allows you to have an overview of your different machines in your environment and to understand at a glance how many alarms do you have raised, what kind of type of alarms do you have raised, and which kind of technology or which kind of location is showing the most alarms, is raising the most alarms. This way you can prioritize your IT effort, for instance, starting remediation or mobilizing the right workforce for the right issues. For instance, I'm going to take the example of a very common technology on the market, VMware. So it's going to load a bit. Here you go. And now, at a glance, I can see for my VMware what kind of devices are showing the most alarm. And I can as well, for this VMware, I can select some metrics and see the different CPU usage per devices. For instance, I might select the DoD. And here you go. I can check what is the CPU usage. Very simple, very quick. I can go back to all the different devices. And you see this is very dynamic. This CABI dashboard is coming from a partnership we have with Jaspersoft Report. And what is interesting with this CABI dashboard is CA Technologies is the biggest independent software editor in the world. So we have many different solutions across DevOps, across API across agile operation, workload automation, security, and already 22 of our different solutions are using the same Jaspersoft CABI implementation of dashboard. So it helps us offering customers a streamlined operation. If, for instance, you have one specialist and he's not going to have to learn how to make dashboard for all the new solutions that you are adopting. He will already know the technology and he can bring you quick time to value. So selecting the different machines, and I can as well, if I want, go to a single machine. So which one am I going to select today? I think I'm going to select this one. Okay, it's going to load a bit, and here you go, same principle. You're going to have your machine with some device information that are coming straight from the probe without configuration. So you're going to have the IP address, the type of operating system, the type of CPU count, well, the basic information to understand what kind of a machine you are seeing. And you're going to get some key performance indicator. Right now, it's a bit slow to load. It's pretty normal because this is a demo environment for demonstration, and it's hosted in the United States. So sometimes the network from the United States is a bit slow to load. I can, for instance, select disk free, and I can check what is how many disks I have in this DoD virtual machine, and which one are the most full. I can check as well the operating system windows. So it's going to identify the group membership. For the group membership is what kind of machine, where did we put it in the arborescence of our machines in the unified console for monitoring, and it's going to show you the total of alarms for this group of machines. And I've got a dynamic way to click and go and check for these group windows. Here you go. So why do we have this kind of logic? Because we want to keep a coherence between our dashboard and as well our USM. So the USM, I'm going to show it to you. Just a second. No. So this is the Unified Service Manager. It's going to load the total machine, all the machine I have. And what is very interesting is here we have groups. And these groups are going to be coherent between the USM and the dashboard CABI. We have two kinds of groups here. We got the static ones and the dynamic ones. For instance, the dynamic, you're going to release, you're going to deploy to a new location, and you want to keep a single group. It's going to recognize that the machines are coming from a certain relay hub, and it's going to put the machine in a specified group. For instance, here we got Windows groups, or we've got some groups from, for instance, we got Exchange, and it's able to recognize which machines are supporting the network, the database server, or the application server. And this way you are keeping this coherence between your dashboard and your arborescence of machine monitoring. Okay, this was all for this quick demo. Of course, you will see the different machine, and irrespective of their type. It could be Windows, Linux, the networking device, or the storage. And all of it is going to consolidate the view to be sure that you have something unified and something easy to understand. For instance, as well, you have a customer A and customer B. And this is a great way. If you are an MSP, you have different customers. You got one relay hub per customer. You're sure that the machines are going to go to the right group automatically. And of course, if you don't want to expand anymore a group, you can make it static to make sure that nothing changes. All right, I'm going to go back to my demonstration, to my slides. So UIM, why UIM? To have a right approach to get the situation the right way. So having breadth of coverage and having a solution that is proprietary, but that is open as well, and that you can, for instance, enhance the probe, you can create your own probe, and you have as well the backup from CA Technologies with all the different probes that we are developing for the different technologies. You can have a unified dashboard. So this way you can see at a glance all the different group of machines and your different type of technologies and correlate the issue. For instance, you're having a problem with an application, and you can see the different machines and understand from where is coming the issue. If you have too much bandwidth utilization or too much CPU usage, and this way you can understand the root cause better. Shared analytics, so of course a web interface that you can, with links that you can share with your colleagues, and you can share with your customer. You can, with this capacity, you can send dashboard and reports to your different customer or your executive, and this way you have simplified management. So one tool to monitor them all, one tool to see them all, and to be able to not have to toggle between different screens and different solutions. What does it bring to your business? Greater cost efficiencies, increased productivity, and strategic focus on innovation. So this way you can ensure an optimal customer experience, better your IT operation efficiency, and save some time to focus on the innovation and on the adoption of new technologies and the support of new applications. This way, improve the collaboration, so stop the finger pointing and the legal arguments, having a single source of truth, and improve the customer satisfaction. Because at the end of the day, the goal of a good IT infrastructure is to make sure that your customers are satisfied. This way, with UIM, we have some numbers coming from our large base of customers, 25% of reduction in mean time to repair, and 43% reduction in triage call duration. I'm going to share with you a success story from one of our customers, so Wipro, and what they got with CA UIM. They needed a technology upgrade because they were using old tools and many tools, and they gained a broad coverage of infrastructure components. So they were able to move from different tools to a unified tool. There are difficulties to understand what kind of changes have caused performance issue, and they increased the speeds of mean time to resolution with UIM, and they were spending too much time blaming each other. It's something that I hear again and again. How can we ensure that we are collaborating better and spending less time arguing? And we had as well too much time on being reactive and versus being proactive and being able to ensure an optimal customer experience. And what they told us is, in all, it improved a lot the customer experience for the different users. So that's the kind of benefits you can get with CA UIM, solution that is benefiting from a very strong support, a lot of feedback, and a lot of investment, because we are increasing the coverage with new probes, and we are improving the solution with new release every quarter. Next step, If you want to leave us a contact, if you want to send us a contact in the chat right now, if you want to be called back and if you want to have a conversation, you can of course reach out of us, the pre-sales at EM Digital Pre-sales EMEA@ca.com, or you can reach out of me at adrien.stozicki@ca.com. Maybe EM Digital Pre-sales EMEA is easier to spell than my last name. And you can reach out of us in different languages, no problem. I think we cover at least French, English, Spanish, and I think we have some German colleagues. It shouldn't be a problem. And of course, we are inviting you to our next session, so the transform.ca.com, and if you want to join the next webcast. Well, thank you very much for joining today. I think that is all. Maybe. Okay, we're all good. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.